Can poetry change the world? Yes, it can, in the most subtle and unrecognizable ways, without drama, without being discerned inside out. As we make a poem our own, we lay claim to the mysterious alchemy of the universe. The poem seeps in, we change, the air around us changes, and nothing is ever the same. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. Finding myself beyond you. We tiptoe around each other, raw, carrying memories of bruises, welts which bleed in deprived nights. Another day of love goes waste. Where do I search for truths of the heart when the Google of my soul throws up dark symbols when asked to de-puzzle her? Another day gone in investigation. How do I tell her of things which hurt when she spells feedback as affront? Maybe she thinks of me as inevitability which wounds, love which bleeds on touch. Another day spent blaming her. And I know her as my default and wound, and in that reality I soften to know there is unchangeability in the world except in awarenesses coming alive in me. Another dawn and band-aids appear on the edge of the sky. And I know so little of mine. Everyone carries scars as self-portraits, signed as endorsements of half-lives, as I finally bring a scalpel to my soul. Another day to finally see light finding its own. Someone said something very telling the other day. In a court of law, the criminal knows he's the one. The accuser knows the criminal is the one. So in the scheme of things, it's actually only the judge who is being judged. I was reminded of this when I realized that our relationships are intrinsically not of the other, but about us. The person in front of us is a mirror in which we can see ourselves. A friend, spouse, lover, stranger, colleague, they will always be who they are. We can come to them as wrecking balls or have the sensitivity to see them as messengers who help us know ourselves just by being who they are. It's then very simple to realize that our impatience for people to change is merely a message to ourselves to re-examine who we are. The paradox is that once we change, people around us do too. They need to have the confidence of our intent, that what they see as the realized us is an inside-out phenomenon and not cosmetic change. Of course, there are the outlier cases of the obstinate or the evil, of the irreparably hurt or the irredeemably wounded. Often, these are the relationships we need to step away from. When you can't change the world, change worlds. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. If you enjoyed this poem, rate it on Spotify or leave a comment on Apple Podcast. And I have a lovely newsletter called The Uncuts, which is like a Sunday dollop of warmth and fun and beauty. Subscribe to it. The link is in the show notes. And if you loved this episode, please do share it with someone you love. See you next week.